Welcome back to Wheel Rev. And when you first see the 2025 Honda GL1800, or as it's affectionately known, the Gold Wing, is not just a motorcycle, it's an experience, a rolling statement of how far touring comfort and engineering can be taken. When you first lay eyes on it, the bike commands attention. It's big, broad, and unmistakably premium. Every inch, from the sharp LED headlamps to the elegantly sculpted rear section, screams quality. Honda hasn't drastically altered its design for 2025, and that's a good thing. Instead, they've refined what was already near perfection: a smoother body panels, better aero, and subtle 50th anniversary touches that remind you this is a milestone machine. Swing a leg over, and you're greeted by a cockpit that feels more like an aircraft than a motorcycle. The controls are neatly laid out, the materials are top tier, and the seating position feels instantly natural. The large TFT display comes alive with crisp graphics and the new 50th anniversary startup animation. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto now mean no cables cluttering the dash, and the integration works seamlessly. The switches have a satisfying tactile feel, and everything from ride mode selection to adjusting suspension settings feels intuitive. From the starter, and that horizontally opposed 6-cylinder engine hums to life with a silky smoothness that's unmatched in the motorcycle world. This 1833cc masterpiece delivers effortless torque and a wonderfully even power band. It's not about blistering acceleration, it's about a wave of smooth, controlled power that makes long-distance riding almost meditative. You feel it more as a steady push rather than a surge. The DCT automatic transmission glides through gears with almost imperceptible shifts, but for purists, the 6-speed manual option still provides that direct connection to the road. Either way, the Gold Wing's drivetrain is a study in refinement. The ride itself is where the GL1800 separates itself from almost every other touring bike. The double wishbone front suspension isn't just a gimmick and transforms how the big Honda behaves. It cuts front-end dive during braking and keeps the steering light, even when the bike is loaded with a passenger and full luggage. You can feel how composed it remains over rough tarmac. The rear suspension, with its Pro-Link setup and electronic preload adjustment, absorbs imperfections effortlessly. Even on long rides, fatigue is minimal, thanks to that smooth chassis balance and carefully sculpted seat. Once you're cruising, the Gold Wing becomes your private sanctuary. The adjustable windscreen, controlled by a switch on the left grip, glides up and down quietly, instantly changing airflow. Set it high for highway hauls or lower it to enjoy a bit of breeze on twisty back roads. Wind protection is outstanding, and with the new twin-wall exhaust design, even the heat management is improved. You can ride for hours in comfort, and when you do decide to stop, the hill start assist and reverse gear make maneuvering the nearly 850-pound machine far easier than it should be. There's something deeply satisfying about how this motorcycle behaves on the open road. The engine just hums along at 2,000 revolutions per minute while you're doing highway speeds. The sound is smooth, low note that feels reassuring rather than loud. The throttle response changes depending on the ride mode: A Tour for everyday riding, Sport for a crisper feel, Rain for gentler control, and Econ when you just want to relax and maximize mileage. Honda's attention to detail shines here. Each mode has its own character, and switching between them feels natural and purposeful. The braking system is powerful yet calm. The dual 320mm discs up front, combined with the single 316mm rear disc, bring the Gold Wing to a stop confidently without upsetting its composure. ABS works seamlessly, engaging smoothly when needed. In tight corners, the bike surprises you. Despite its size, it feels balanced, predictable, and even nimble once it's leaned over. The low center of gravity, thanks to the flat 6-engine layout, plays a huge role here. You can carve gentle sweepers or glide through long turns with poise that belies its mass. Then there's the technology suite. Beyond smartphone integration, you get smart keyless ignition, cruise control, and in some variants, An airbag system is something you won't find on many other bikes. The LED lighting system not only looks modern but also provides stellar visibility at night. Storage is generous as the Tour version features a top trunk big enough for 2 full-face helmets and side cases that can swallow weekend luggage with ease. They open and close with a smooth hydraulic motion, and every latch feels engineered for longevity. The build quality, as expected from Honda, is impeccable. The paint finishes have a deep gloss, the seams are tight, and even small touches like the stitching on the seats or the brushed aluminum switchgear show obsessive attention to detail. You can tell that Honda designed this bike not just for performance but for a sense of pride in ownership. Every time you approach it, it feels special, and with the 50th anniversary edition, that feeling is amplified by the subtle gold badges and commemorative detailing that pay homage to its 5-decade legacy. On long-distance rides, the Gold Wing truly shines. Hours melt away as the bike glides effortlessly through miles of asphalt. The seat remains plush, the ergonomics encourage a natural posture, and vibration through the bars is almost non-existent. The audio system fills the air with crisp, full sound, and it even adjusts volume based on speed. Add in the heated seats and grips, and you realize why this bike is revered among serious tourers. It's not just about getting to your destination, it's about enjoying every single mile in supreme comfort. The 2025 model's pricing reflects its premium nature. In the US, it starts around $25,000 for the base version and can climb above $33,000 for the fully loaded DCT Tour airbag model. For that investment, you're not just buying a motorcycle, you're buying the pinnacle of touring luxury, a machine that blends mechanical perfection with modern convenience. Honda's reputation for reliability only adds to the appeal. The Gold Wing is known for clocking hundreds of thousands of miles without complaint. What makes the GL1800 special is that it doesn't chase trends or gimmicks. It's an evolution of a proven idea, a motorcycle built for those who see the journey as the reward. It's for riders who don't just want power, but grace, who don't just want to travel, but to experience the road with comfort, technology, and heritage all rolled into one. The Gold Wing stands as a reminder that perfection isn't loud, it's quiet confidence, engineered into every detail. And in 2025, that legacy continues stronger than ever.